Okay. Sorry about that technical difficulty on the first part. We are back on, so look for that in part one. But yes, our two-tone blue star of the week, Mr. Number 13, Kendall Wright.
Ooh.
Great job on Thursday.
All right, so my dunce of the week.
Oh, dunce of the week.
My
Dang.
dunce of the week.
It's going to be a tough one.
Not really.
No? No?
My dunce of the week is Jalen Ramsey of the Jags.
Oh, gee, not a Titan.
Yeah, not a Titan.
Yeah, I can't really give a Titan that name because, well, the Titans did so well.
Right.
Normally I'd have one, but I couldn't really think of a dunce who really came bad. I mean, Tajay Sharp, of course, could have been one. But, yeah, Jalen Ramsey, this was supposed to be a homecoming for him.
Exactly.
And I mocked this guy up to be our top draft pick. For a while, I wanted Jalen Ramsey to be our guy. And yes, he's played pretty well throughout the season, but in this particular game, he wasn't cutting the mustard. He wasn't. I mean, to be perfectly honest, Derrick Henry abused him on a couple of plays, which I forgot to mention that. DeMarco Murray had a great game. For everybody who want to see Derrick Henry, you got your taste of him. 16 carries, 60 yards, first career touchdown for him. And on one of those plays that set up the touchdown, he absolutely ran Jalen Ramsey over. Ran him about 5 yards over. And I mean, oh, poor Jalen. Poor little Tink Tink. Poor little Tink Tink.
Not poor little Tink Tink.
Felt like that disadvantaged person that was always behind. Felt so bad for him, so bad.
Okay.
Not really, because he was in a Jaguars jersey. He wasn't a Titan. So, yeah, Jalen Ramsey, you are the dunce of the week, dunce of the day,
yes,
Mr. Jalen Ramsey. And I almost wanted to give it to Cam Newton for that outfit, but he's been embarrassed enough.
Oh my god.
He's been embarrassed enough.
He's all over the place. People are going in on Cam Newton.
There will be memes coming out with him very soon.
They're already out there.
Well, I'm behind him.
They're crazy.
Wearing the
They're
green top hat and the pink suit with the pants all the way half up. I'm like, I can't stand that. Cam, get yourself together, dog. Quit wearing with these outfits. You seem so happy when you're doing an interview. When you're doing an interview after a win. Then when you're after a loss, you don't know what to say.
Oh my God. We ain't gonna go there.
Let's not go into that.
We'll be here all night talking about Cam Newton.
Yeah, all night and the morning. But yes, dunce of the day, Mr. Jalen Ramsey.
Yes. All right.
Sorry for that.
So now,
what we got?
We're gonna pick your brain.
Pick the brain. Picking my brain. Pick my brain. Pick it out good.
Oh my God. So we have some questions from
we do.
actual fans who want to know what you think about the Titans.
All right.
Are you ready?
I am as ready as I can be. Victory version, let's do it.
All right. So, from Chad Hagens, he asks, Taylor Lewan and Jack Conklin are arguably the best offensive tackle tandem in the NFL. Do you think this is more a result of Lewan's maturing into the all-pro left tackle and Jack Conklin being a beast straight out of college? Or are they both more of a product of Mularkey's offensive system that is designed to protect Marcus? I understand it's probably a combination of both, but which side do you think is more correct? Woo!
Wow. Wow. Woo! Shout out to you, Chad Hagens. Thank you for that. Titans fans for life. I love y'all, by the way. That is an excellent question. That is a excellent question. And yeah, I would say it's a combination of both. But I would have to more so say, I don't think it was really more of a product of Mularkey's system. Taylor Lewan has always had the talent that could be an All-Pro, and right now he's really showing it. He's been pretty decent throughout his career here in Nashville with the Titans. He just needed to cut out all the talking in front of the cameras and the shows and just play ball. And we're seeing when he just plays ball, he is going to be very successful. He's going to be very good for this team for a long time. And Jack Conklin, how can you not be impressed with him? I mean, there was a long time where a lot of mocks had Laramie Tunsil, who's down in Miami, as the top pick in the draft. And Jack Conklin, we move up to get him, and John Robinson yet again made another bold trade to move back up to get him. And right now he has done nothing but make John Robinson a profit. Jack Conklin and Taylor Lewan very well is right now the best tandem of guard tackles in the NFL, and they have really put it together and making this offensive line, according to Pro Football Focus, the number one offensive line in the NFL. That's why we're third in the league in rushing right now. DeMarco Murray and Derrick Henry have been nothing but spitting kittens. So, yeah, definitely their talent is why they are the best guards, best tackles in the league.
Great answer. All right, next question.
All right.
This is from Derek Dowd from Tennessee Titans Uncensored.
Uncensored.
And Mr. Dowd says, we are 4-4 in playoff talk. How likely will we be in it to win it? What I mean by that is, say we get fourth and shorts this weekend, near 50, be aggressive or conservative. Big win, it could be go Titans.
All right. I think I know what you're saying on that.
Okay, because I was like, wait,
I kind of picked up on what he was saying.
Okay.
Derek, I appreciate the question. Shout out to Tennessee Titans Uncensored. What he's asking is basically, we're 4-4 in the playoff hunt. If we have some fourth and shorts and we're near midfield, should we go for it or be conservative? Now, that is a good question because if you go back to the Colts game, there was about a 4th and 1. We were inside of the Colts 40-yard line, and the Titans decided to punt the ball away when they could have easily gave it to Derrick Henry or DeMarco Murray. They probably would have picked up that 1 yard. So you do have to be smart on field position. It does depend on time in the game. If it is, if you're looking really good and you're up some, then you got to play the field position battle. And you don't want to give, I would say in this game, it depends on where you are. If you're near the 50-yard line, if you're more so towards the 40-yard line of the Chargers this week, then I can see it being done. Because if you get that extra yard, which Derrick Henry, DeMarco Murray could definitely get, it will help keep the drive going. But at the same time, you got to be careful because you don't want to give a guy like Phillip Rivers a short field to work with. Yes, they have injuries, but Phillip Rivers has been a great quarterback for a long time. You don't want to take too many gambles like that, so you got to be calculated in when to do that. But if it's fourth and short or something like that, you're near midfield or on their side of the 50, by all means, be aggressive. Don't be afraid to do it. But if it's on the other side, punt the ball away, play defense. We got a good defense. Let's do that. So more conservative on their side. More aggressive on their side. But you don't want to get too short of a field to Phillip Rivers.
Okay. Great. So we have another question.
All right.
From Mr. David Burdick from Tennessee Titans Uncensored again.
All right. That group is lively today.
Yes. And he asks, why does everyone want to fire the coach? Why?
All right. This has probably been a year-long discussion. I know everybody was not high on Mike Mularkey being the head coach to begin with.
Right.
I certainly wasn't. When I honestly thought that the coaching search was a farce, it was not conducted well at all. Amy Adams Strunk made the hire. She thought it was the best for the team. Right now, it looks like Mike Mularkey might be the right guy for the job so far. I mean, we have already eclipsed in one season already, 4-4. How many wins did we have last year? We only had 3. The year before that, only had 2. So right now, in Mike Mularkey's tenure as the Titans head coach, he's had 16 games. He's already won 6. He's already won more games in his year and a half than Ken Whisenhunt had in his last 2 years combined. 6 wins to 5, and we already have a chance to match what Ken Whisenhunt did 2 years ago. So, I mean, right now he's already probably going to be the coach next year, and we may have a couple more wins going forward. So, I think we need to back off of the whole firing Mike Mularkey gig. I mean, right now he's got us playing tough. He's got us playing physical, and that was something we were not last year or the year before. So I think everybody needs to lighten up on that. Mike Mularkey's our guy. Get behind him. I'm with him. Mularkey could possibly lead us to the promised land. We're going to see going forward. But he's here to stay for at least another year or so.
Alrighty. So, now it's time for Mika's moments.
Mika's moments.
My moment.
I actually liked it. I actually like this part of the show. Y'all. So I can't wait to hear what she has to say about what's going on today.
What's going on?
She did a lot this weekend.
I did a lot this weekend. Last week we spoke about how the Titans, their breast cancer initiative, and how great and wonderful they are, and how we love them for that.
Yes.
So this week, the Titans actually fulfilled a Make-A-Wish dream.
Yes.
For Peyton Blaylock. Okay, so Peyton has had pneumonia over 32 times from when he was 18 months to 6 years old.
Wow.
And so his parents were saying how they've taken him to the emergency room so many times, they've lost count. It was crazy, and no one could find out what was going on. There was no diagnosis. Nobody knew what was going on with him. So finally, when he was 7, someone diagnosed him with a disorder called CVID. What that is, it's common variable immunodeficiency. And so what that means is that he's unable to fight off diseases by himself.
Wow.
It's kind of like if you want to compare him to like the boy in the bubble. You remember that movie?
Yes, I do.
And he was in the bubble because any little thing could make him sick, and he wouldn't be able to fight it off. So it's kind of a minor version of that. And so he was able to meet Marcus, the quarterback, Mario. Oh my gosh. I cannot pronounce this boy's name for nothing. So, anywho.
She will have it right by the end of the season.
I don't know why. Because I've been saying it so wrong for so long. But anyway. But no, he got to meet the quarterback of the team. He really loved the quarterback because his parents are from Oregon. And so they followed his matriculation to the Titans. And so he was a fan, and he got to meet the quarterback and some of the other players, and got to be out on the field and go to the locker room and do all this fun and wonderful stuff. And sometimes it's just the little things. You wouldn't think that something like that could make a child just light up inside, and and encourage a child to just keep moving forward, even though they're sick,
And I'm going to piggyback off of that one a little bit because I'd like to give a shout out to the Make-A-Wish Foundation. I mean, they have, really given kids who have these life-threatening illnesses a chance to live some of their dreams. I saw one a long time ago where a young man got to hang out with the Seattle Seahawks organization. The WWE does it all the time. The WWE World Wrestling Entertainment does it all the time. John Cena does it. Daniel Bryan has done it. And they even launched that Connor's Cure for childhood cancer back in September. But this is just definitely something to fulfill a child's dream, because I know there are kids out there fighting, certain diseases and things like that, and they may not be curable. But, I know we all tend to think at times we have something bad going on in our lives, or we're really messed up in things, not having a job or not having able to pay a bill. But, some of us are blessed to really have some of the things we have.
Definitely.
And you got to know, as bad as you may have it, someone has it way, way worse. And some of these kids have it really bad. A lot of these kids may not even be able to make it to get to high school or get to adulthood. And, for something like this to happen, for this young man to get to see Marcus and get to see some of the other guys, it is a big ups not only to the Titans but to the Make-A-Wish Foundation for that. So that was something very, very special that I saw. That I just when Tamika told me that story, it really brought to light a lot of different things. So shout out to the Make-A-Wish Foundation.
Yes, definitely.
But last but not least, before we do wrap up, so Sunday is a big game. We got a 3:25 kickoff, so Titan fans, go ahead, go to church. Go to church in the morning. Get your afternoon lunch with your family. 3:25 kickoff. Be in front of the television.
Yes.
I know I am.
Mm-hmm.
And I may have my partner with me.
Oh, yes. I'm not missing this one.
Oh, well, then there it is.
There it is
Then. So we definitely going to be watching and everything. And so we got the San Diego Chargers coming in. Phillip Rivers is coming in. Of course, everybody knows who Phillip Rivers is. And, of course, it'll be the first time we get to go up against our old coach, Ken Wisenhunt. I'm sorry, y'all. I still have those bad visions of 5-23 from the last couple of years, and I mean he was 3-23 as the coach of the Titans, and Mike Mularkey's already past that.
Yeah.
Now history would say that it is not on our side, because we've had some very tough times when we've went out to Southern California. But hopefully this will be different. We got a quarterback. We got a running game. They've had some injuries that they've dealt with, obviously. But I think the one thing that we have to do, we got to get after Phillip Rivers. We got to get pressure on him. We first need to shut down Melvin Gordon in the running game. Melvin Gordon statistically has done well as one of the top backs in the NFL. So we got to make sure we shut him down and get pressure on Phillip Rivers and take advantage of that offensive line. Defensively, what I am excited about is whether it's Taylor Lewan or whether it's Jack Conklin, one of them going up against Joey Bosa. That is going to be a matchup I'm going to watch with extreme intent, because I want to see how these guys do against Bosa. Bosa is really good ever since he started playing. We got to really watch out for him. Melvin Ingram in the middle. They have a pretty decent defense, and despite the injuries, they gave Denver some trouble in the run for their money, even though they came up short against them 23-19. But we got to play our A game. We got to not make mistakes. Don't force any turnovers. Let the running game take care of business for you. And defense, again, do not give up the big play. Do not give up the big play to Phillip Rivers. He will try to test us in every way. But I think this is where Dick LeBeau has got to be key. He's got to come up with some exotic blitzes to kind of confuse them a bit. Yeah. And this is a winnable game. So this is a winnable game for us. And I really think the Titans can win this game. I think the Titans are really going to put it out. Yeah. They've had 4 straight games of scoring at least, I want to say it's 28 or more. Mm-hmm. It might have been 26 or more. But I know it's 4 straight games of at least 26 or more. So I think it's going to continue. I think the Titans win a narrowly close game. I'm going to go 28-24. Titans get it done out in Southern California.
Woo! Yes, let's go Titans.
Yes, get it done. Only 2 teams in the league with a top 10 offense and a top 10 defense were ranked 9th offensively, 10th defensively, 5th against the run, 3rd best rushing team. Zeke, DeMarco coming up on you. He coming up on you. So get ready, Titan fans. 3:25 kickoff. Titans, Chargers. And if you haven't already, join the Empire.
Yes.
And so we get ready to get out of here.
Oh, one more thing.
Oh, I forgot something. I'm sorry.
Make sure you like us. Hit that good old like button. If you do, every time you hit it, every broadcast, we will enter your name into a Christmas giveaway.
Hey. Everybody love Christmas. Mm-hmm. Everybody love Christmas. Mm-hmm. Hey. So yes, definitely subscribe to the page. Take a look at it on YouTube. Also, leave us some comments. Give us your thoughts. We want to hear from you, Titan Nation. We want to hear from you. Because only you can make us better.
Yes, definitely.
And only you can make Titans in Truth one of the best shows you ever watch.
Yes.
So, with that being said, get your comments out. I want some questions after this game. Of course, we'll come back with a quick recap after that. Shout out to Titans Fans for Life, Tennessee Titans Uncensored, Smash Mouth Titans. I'll give y'all a shout out on y'all page, Mr. Ian Kelly. I think I got your name right. So shout out to everybody who's shown some support so far. Look for you again same time next week.
Yeah.
I am Chris.
I am Truth.
And this was Titans and Truth.
Yeah.
Good night, y'all. Tighten up. TITAN. Oh, yeah.